So we realized last time that still is locked. You still have to do a generic mission, even if you do one of the story missions. So we go here to Weird Science. We're going to go as it's Morpheus time. See? Morpheus.
Getting reports from all 5 boroughs. More Hydra troopers with fangs. Talk about making a bad thing worse.
I've tried tracking down what they're up to.
Find anything?
Nothing that could still speak.
I may know somebody who could help.
No offense. This isn't exactly friendly neighborhood stuff. Not sure your contacts will be much help.
He's not that friendly.
Who?
He's also not one of the bad guys.
Who exactly?
A physician of sorts. Look, do you want to figure this out or not?
That kind of ruins it, but I guess if you already knew that Morpheus was part of the DLC, I guess it doesn't. I understand it. Ooh, he's beating him down. Oh, there goes a drag.
Morbius. Blade.
You've met? Gotta admit, I've never seen a vampire feed on another vampire.
I felt it.
One time. I bit you one time. It wasn't fun for me either. You taste like an old barbell.
There's a cat fight joke in here somewhere, but I can't figure it out. Look, Dr. Morbius, we need your help. Someone is turning Hydra troopers into vampires. We don't know why or what they want.
According to the creature I just ate, they're after my research. I can tarry no longer. I must return to my lab before the...
You're going nowhere.
Don't have a hissy fit. It was right in front of me. Maybe we can help each other out. So, where is this lab?
On the ground, of course. Of course it is.
You get used to the stench.
I never do.
Wait, where? You were right, Doc. We shouldn't have tarried.
Okay.
I see you've located the doctor. I hope he's feeling cooperative.
I think we're all on the same page here. Common enemy, the greater good. Everyone gets it, right?
Of course.
We'll see. That's a neat trick.
You should never have come here.
You've left me no choice.
Oh. Okay.
Now remember who started this.
Get them all bleed. Good.
A futile effort.
You're in trouble now.
Oh, I forgot that hits me.
Got him.
Take that! Boy, I hope Hydra follows proper concussion protocols.
I doubt they were expecting such resistance.
Okay. Morpheus and Blade would be a good combo because one creates bleed and the other one feeds off of the bleed. That's actually a smart duo.
All my work lost.
Ah! What kind of work, Doc? This is twisted.
Thought he was one of the good guys.
I said he was not one of the bad guys.
Knowledge has no inherent morality. This is science.
Tell it.
Silence!
They'll be fine. Eventually.
What exactly are you doing here, Dr. Morbius?
Research. A gamma serum flows through the blood of these Hydra soldiers, augmenting their capabilities. It inspired me to concoct a prototype sample, a serum of my own. I thought it might dampen the effects of the sunlight on my abilities, but its protective qualities were far more effective than I expected.
Whoa. Are we talking...
Daywalker in a vial. Morbius, tell me it doesn't work.
Not yet. The prototype sample needs time to fully mature. But it's gone, along with all my notes. I'll have to start over.
I don't think they're wanting
Looks
us
like
to.
they're back for seconds.
Nah, they have the sample. They want to take out the only competition in town.
Then we shall dissuade them.
It's Morpheus time! Listen, that meme never getting old.
Cannot allow them to destroy my work. Protect my equipment.
You left out some important details of your research, Doc.
Some things are better left unsaid, but it was all necessary.
Here comes the heat.
Stopping evildoers and providing children with an acrobatic show. Well done.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
Okay.
Here we go again.
You can't run this time.
I'll take it.
Well, I know I've never run into a vampire in New York.
I'm dying. Rude.
That's not supposed to hurt.
Arm beta moving into position.
I knew you couldn't be trusted, Morbius. Hydra or not, this is wrong.
The work Hydra has done with gamma injections was too profound to ignore.
So you've been using them as some kind of stinks? Sounds a little unethical, Doc.
As opposed to the gentle treatment you and your friends give them.
Big
Yeah.
You kissed the mother with that mouth?
Don't.
Never seen that before.
Ow.
More fuel for the fire.
If my research here can help you defeat Hydra, and I've removed some of them from the front lines in the process, I don't see the harm.
Heroes usually stand against human experimentation and false imprisonment. Because it's, you know, evil.
Rarely have I ever been accused of being a hero. But your words aren't lost on me.
Try this.
Yeah.
Maybe you should teach me that one. You've made a mistake.
Don't.
You and the Punisher must get along really well.
I wonder if he. No, I couldn't see him being in Midnight Sun. No.
I don't think you've changed at all, Morbius. You're just lucky I'm working with the sun again.
As opposed to what?
Me leaving you here with your experiments. Permanently.
Maybe we can all hug this out later.
It is too late for you.
There's a similar ability to the Hunter. Okay.
Nobody to blame. What a waste.
Yay! Living vampire. Oh. Interesting. I was able to maintain bloodlust throughout the whole thing. That's an achievement.
No further, abomination.
Okay, it's cool. Morbius is with us now.
With
Is he?
us.
You would bring a vampire into the Abbey?
Well, he's not a vampire. Not exactly.
If he was, he'd be dust.
He became this way because of an experiment gone wrong, not a bite from a vamp. He's his own master, right, Doc?
If I may, there are few judges of character better than Spider-Man.
Back me up here, Blade.
As much as I hate to admit it, we could probably use his help. Just once.
That's that's the best recommendation you want to get from Blade. Complete 3 bleeding missions with him. Okay. Okay.
Hunter, was it? Thank you for not making a bigger deal about my arrival. I know my presence unnerves many.
Maybe we should call this a probationary period. I still have not made up my mind, so do not get too comfortable.
Then let me beg for your patience. I think you will find that I am a man of many talents.
You are a vampire expert. I already have one of those.
I am the world's foremost authority on vampire physiology. Blade knows a great deal about vampire rituals, habits, and social order, but he doesn't understand their biology.
Why should that matter?
In a sense, you could say Blade can take a vampire apart, but he can't put one back together.
I do not want to put vampires back together.
Oh, of course not. Let me put it like this.
Yeah, I was going
If
to
you
where you're going with
understand
this.
the structure of an organism, you'll know its weak points, where to push so it falls apart. This is what I offer you.
Then let me officially welcome you to the Midnight Suns.
You will not regret this. Now, can you show me where we keep the prisoners? I would like to feast.
What?
Only kidding. I think you'll be happy to know
I
that
hope he
we
was kidding.
already started researching vampire biology.
That sounds like good news.
Unfortunately, I also have bad news. I've been tinkering with a prototype
Bro.
gamma serum that suppresses the effects of sunlight on vampiric membranes. The vampires have taken that from me.
Then we must take it back.
That is why I'm here. And I would love to get back to that research. Unless you have further need of me.
Sure.
I want to know a little more about you first.
Naturally. I am an open book.
I have heard you called a living vampire. What does that mean?
It means that unlike most vampires, I have a pulse.
How is this possible?
Most vampires are tied to the supernatural realm. They are undead creatures. My gifts are a boon of science. I am wholly unique in that way. Quite literally a freak of nature.
Which is true. They did change him in the Amazing Spider-Man, where he wasn't biting people. Instead, he was like sucking their plasma, if I'm not mistaken.
Who were you before you became a
But he
vampire?
was still
I was born
handled very well in
with
the
a rare,
90s
degenerative
anime,
blood condition.
cartoon of
My
Spider-Man.
disease would have proven fatal if I had not taken matters into my own hands and experimented on my body using vampire bat DNA. I cured myself, but there were side effects.
You seem to know Blade and Spider-Man well. What is your impression of them?
When I first became the living vampire, I struggled with my baser instincts. It took me a while to maintain control over my appetite. Spider-Man and Blade were the first two heroes I encountered, and they protected many innocent people from my wrath.
You mean they fought you?
Yes. But I am grateful because they encouraged me to become a better man. Though I wish Blade's approach hadn't been nearly so ferocious.
I would like to know more about your capabilities.
Like a traditional vampire, I possess enhanced strength, speed, and acute senses. An accelerated healing factor allows me to bounce back from otherwise mortal injuries. And while I cannot fly in the traditional sense, I have the psionic ability to glide over great distances.
Do you share other vampiric weaknesses?
One of the advantages of being a living vampire is that I do not have those Achilles heels. I could drink holy water all day, and a silver bullet stings like a lead one. One slight exception is daylight. I do not burn under the sun, but my eyes are sensitive to the light, and my powers are somewhat dampened during the daytime.
Do you have to consume blood like any other vampire?
Regrettably, not only do I need to consume human blood, I crave it. But you do not need to worry. I keep my cravings in check these days, and only feed on those who prey on others.
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime.
The Midnight Suns seem to attract people with complicated histories. Huh. Maybe Morbius belongs here.
Blade, are you actually comfortable with Morbius living here?
Comfortable? I'll never be comfortable around that monster. But if I'm being generous, he could be useful.
If this was a mistake, let me know. We will do whatever you think is best.
Hey, I don't want that responsibility. If this goes south, I'm not taking the blame.
What exactly is your history with Morbius?
I don't like getting into that.
But the two of you have fought before. What makes you think we can trust him now?
I never said we could trust him. If that man loses control to his bloodthirst, I'll end him myself. But the vampires are using his experiments against us. We need him to clean up his own mess.
So Morbius is just a tool to you?
Call it whatever you want. I call it practical.
Anything else on your mind?
What happens if Hydra successfully replicates Morbius's prototype sample?
Sunproof vampires seem like a bad idea for all involved.
Maybe not for the vampires.
For now, it's just a scary theory. Even if it works, there could be side effects, like new breed vampires bursting into flame upon contact with oxygen. Yeah, wishful thinking, but prototypes can be unpredictable. Just ask Hank Pym about Ultron.
Thanks, Carol.
See ya.
Sorry we didn't give you a heads up before. You know, about bringing a vampire into the Abbey. It all happened kind of fast.
Are you sure we can trust Morbius?
Yeah. Morbius has his demons, but he's a teddy bear. A snarly teddy bear. With fangs. But there's stuffing in there, somewhere.
This is not helping your argument.
What I'm trying to say is that Morbius has a good heart. And exceptionally good blood.
Good blood?
Yeah. Whatever Morbius did to transform his body infused the heme in his blood with curative properties. I'd love to help him study it further, if I ever have the time. Since we're fighting new breed vampires, we'd do well to have a living vampire in our corner.
We aren't running a home for wayward vampires, Hunter. I hope you know what you're doing.
Doc,
Checking in on me already, Hunter? I haven't had time to get into trouble.
You can never be sure.
I suppose. What can I do for you?
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime.
Stephen, have you worked with Morbius before?
Oh, yes. He is a formidable ally. He once assisted me in a battle against a Fear Lord from the Dream Dimension.
Fear Lords are powerful foes.
Yes, it was a boisterous battle, so I was pleased to have Morbius at my side. Undoubtedly, he will be a favorable ally against Lilith as well.
So you have no reservations about letting him stay in the Abbey?
None at all. As long as he doesn't grow too hungry, we'll all be fine.
Wait, what should we do if he gets hungry?
We should all be on guard.
Stephen, I need details.
As with any vampire, he could lose control and eat every one of us, but I do not think that will happen.
Tony, what is your impression of Morbius?
Well, we've never actually met, but Strange talks highly of him.
I am uncomfortable inviting a vampire to live in the Abbey.
Hey, I know what you mean. Half the people on my board of directors are vampires. Not literal bloodsuckers, but they definitely try to sink their teeth into you. Or your pocketbook.
Maybe.
The guy's a freak, no doubt. But every genius is. You should have seen half my professors back at MIT. Or that Tony Stark guy who's always in the news. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've read a few of Morbius's papers on DNA manipulation, and it's years ahead of anyone else. He could be a valuable asset.
So, you think we can trust him?
Well, I never said that. But he could be useful.
Yes?
Never mind.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Triple shot macchiato with oat milk and some of those thin dark chocolate shavings. Fair trade, of course. Make sure you're writing this down. No big deal if they don't have fair trade.
Nope. That is not my secret recipe, Tony. Keep on trying.
Wait, don't tell me. It's not oat milk? Oh, it was the chocolate. I was going to say fair trade, no exceptions, I swear.
Do you want me to tell you?
No, I haven't earned it.
No, you have not.
Okay, I'll buy off you. We could have a chain. Hunter's Dark Roast. We'll be partners. Okay, so my urgent issue. The reason I called you over here.
You said, Hunter, I need help. It is urgent. Come here. Do not ask for a coffee.
Can you please get me a coffee? Hey, careful. Some of us aren't immortal, quasi-invulnerable demigods. Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Sometimes, I even impress myself. I'm here if you need me.
No pain, no gain.
It's hard to keep these fangs sharp. I won't hold back.
Peace.
Hey kid, a mutual friend needs our help.
Logan? But how did you get...
I have my ways. Look, you want to help or not?
Depends on the friend.
Aurora Monroe.
Oh, of course. I'm free now.
Good. You know where to find us.
Where the trouble is.
Eliana, thank you for coming.
Aurora, you can always count on me.
A friendship for all seasons is a powerful thing. Thank the goddess for that. We miss you at the school. You are always welcome home.
I found my home with the Midnight Suns. But that does not mean I leave friends behind. What is the problem?
A year ago, the professor detected a mutant living here with dormant abilities. I met with her, a fierce young woman named Dahlia, and invited her to attend Xavier's school. She declined. The orphanage was all she knew. I came here today to see if she had changed her mind, but according to the orphanage, she disappeared 3 months ago.
Let me guess. As soon as her powers manifested.
It's my fault. I didn't want to push her, to take her away from the only place she felt safe. I thought she could hide in plain sight a bit longer. I was wrong.
You did what you thought was right. As you always do.
Dahlia would never harm another person. And now she slipped through the cracks. Another ghost in the wind.
This city is not kind to its ghosts.
Especially not when it's infested with vampires.
That's why we're gonna find her before they do.
They already found us.
Protect the children, at any cost. As if preying on the innocent wasn't enough for them. They come for the most vulnerable.
I would call them cowards, but they are just mindless scavengers looking for an easy meal.
I've got something they can chew on right here.
Ah, Logan. Together again. Just like old times.
I am ready. Enjoy your rest.
Done waiting.
That will do.
Look to the skies.
Whatever works for you. As they say, it gets the job done.
Your journey is over.
This will have to do.
I should have been more vigilant. Dahlia was on her own here, alone with her burgeoning ability.
There was only the same difficulties.
All of them.
It seems a requirement of our upbringing to face such undeserved trials.
It falls to us to ensure that doesn't happen.
Crude, but effective.
Very effective. Once again.
At least we got here in time to protect the children.
Why bother protecting society's dregs? Hmm? It is beneath your stature.
Beneath me, all I see is you.
The new breed vampires are an evolution, just as mutants were before them. But vampires continue to grow. Mutants remain tethered to humanity, a broken branch on the evolutionary tree. These cast-offs are not your family. They are fuel. There is a food chain, and it is time we ate up. Surely you see it. Just as mutants push humanity ever closer to the end, so too will this new breed. It is the natural order of this world.
There is nothing natural about what you've done.
Any mutant seeking to dominate humanity does not speak for us.
Ah, that is your mistake, not mine. powerful.
Bad luck for you, bro.
Good work.
Hope you're ready.
We will not be deceived.
Still getting better after all these years.
Consider it done. You're just lucky we aren't allowed to take your life.
Brace yourself.
We cannot be turned back. For mercy. I call to the enemy. Accept the fate. Our long greater numbers will not save you.
If you were truly evolved, you would see how your actions against those who cannot defend themselves are misguided.
Oh, does humanity shed a tear for their countless meals? Do they care about their meat? One does not justify the other. Your mind is twisted. Or maybe I am seeing things more clearly than ever.
Stay down.
Are you prepared?
How long have you been waiting to do that?
Prepare.
Practice. Whatever gets the job done. It's about time.
We will not fail!
You'll get yours.
On Beta, moving into position.
We will not allow you to spread this plague across the world.
My kind have little to fear from you. We are the future.
They're not scared yet. They better get started. Nice move, bub.
Face your end.
As they say, it gets the job done.
This is what you came.
Good work.
I will show you true power.
How long have you been waiting to do that? You aren't good enough for me. Here comes a few more.
As mutants, you should understand the struggle my kind has faced better than anyone.
You chose to align yourself with these creatures. Our paths are
I chose to move beyond the limitations of humanity, and I have no regrets.
That will do.
the forces of nature conspire against
Whatever works for you. Very effective.
I will deliver you from her grasp.
No more wasted efforts. Our time has come.
Fresh meat coming in.
No threat to us so far.
Get some this one.
Good work.
I'm gonna rid a new one. Maybe it's time you quit this racket.
You will leave this world alone and forgotten.
Gets on the other.
Very effective.
We prevail. For now. Drop! That was a quarter of my power. I'm glad the training stayed with you.
The danger room left an impression. As you did with Sin. She won't be back.
It's why she was here in the first place that concerns me.
Agreed. This is bigger than us. If we're going to take on Sin...
And find Dahlia.
We need reinforcements.
Most of the X-Men are off-planet dealing with the Shi'ar brood war.
Don't worry. The Midnight Suns will help.
Storm, is it?
Indeed. You must be the hunter. Magic told me about you.
Why does that make me nervous?
Nothing but good things, I promise. Thank you for welcoming me into your home. I must say, this place is unlike anything I've seen before. There is an air of mystery and wonder, but it feels welcoming and safe all at the same time. How curious.
The Abbey is special. It even holds secrets that I have not uncovered.
Sounds unique indeed. I can already see the similarities between here and Xavier's school. Speaking of, what do you think is the most interesting part of the Abbey?
There's much foliage and food to harvest from the grounds. I am grateful for it all.
Appreciating what the land gives us is great. Do you give back to the earth?
I am careful not to overindulge. I like to leave some for the wildlife.
I'm sure the deer and rabbits are thankful for that. Apologies. I have been dominating the conversation. Have you any questions for me?
Yes, I have a few.
By all means, ask away.
Can you tell me about your background?
I won't go into too much detail, but I was left orphaned as a child. I learned how to fend for myself and became a skilled pickpocket.
You stole from others?
To survive, and it worked. I scraped by. After a few years, my mutant abilities presented themselves, and I was approached by Xavier to join the X-Men. The rest is history.
I feel like you are leaving some parts out.
Perhaps. My past is just that. It is behind me, and I prefer to focus on what is ahead.
I saw bright lights coming from your hands. What was that?
It's a little complicated, but I have the power to control the weather and atmosphere. What you saw back there was electricity.
Wow, that is amazing. Now I understand the meaning behind your name.
Thunder and lightning don't roll off the tongue as easily.
You said your powers are complicated. May I ask how?
Maybe I'll go into full detail another time, but let's just say I can't mess with Mother Nature too much.
I see. Like checks and balances?
Exactly.
What is your given name?
Aurora Monroe. What about yours?
The Hunter.
Short and sweet. I like it.
Does your name hold any significance, like mine does?
I was told it meant beauty. A little embarrassing, but I understand the intent.
I changed my mind.
The offer still stands. Hello, Hunter. I hope you are well.
I was hoping to ask you some questions.
By all means, ask away. Hunter, have you seen much of the outside world?
Not much. The Abbey has been my home for centuries. I have not had a chance to travel.
It doesn't help that you were asleep for so long. Once this is all over, I'm sure we can make up for lost time. Unless you don't have the desire to explore.
Absolutely. I'm waiting for the right opportunity.
Look at a map and start making a list. We'll take a road trip.
A car full of heroes sounds like chaos.
That's why I'll be flying. Someone has to be your GPS. Or, I'm sure Magic wouldn't mind opening a portal for a day trip sometime.
I do not know. She might take some convincing.
She rarely says no to me. I had a fantastic time. Well done.
The Storm is joining us? I wish it were under better circumstances, but still. Oh, I'm fangirling pretty bad right now.
Anything else on your mind?
Why are Hydra soldiers willingly turning into vampires?
Define willingly. I think that's Sin's influence.
They must be extremely devoted to agree to such a change.
Or more terrified of what Sin will do if they don't. I wonder how becoming a bloodsucker mixes with the gamma serum already in their systems. I bet that's one hell of a hangover.
Thanks, Carol.
Sure thing.
So, what do you think of Storm?
I am eager to work alongside her.
She has that effect on people.
Even on you?
She was my mentor. Of course I respected her. But it had to be earned first. Some leaders blather on to avoid making tough decisions. But not Storm.
She did not go into much detail about the extent of her powers, but they sound impressive.
Impressive? She is 100% grade A badass.
100 badasses. Got it.
Ah, you are hopeless.
I was hoping we could get to know each other.
Of course. I'm available to answer any questions.
So you're an open book, huh? You don't find it hard opening up to people?
It is easier to open up around those who make me feel comfortable.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Easier to read the room and see what's worth revealing.
You make it sound strategic.
Navigating relationships require a little bit of scheming.
May I ask you a question now?
By all means.
Your powers are unlike anything I have ever seen. It is incredible. Was it difficult honing them?
You flatter me. I've learned to control my powers, just like our colleagues in the Abbey. While my abilities are impressive, they can be strenuous.
How so?
Apologies, Hunter. That is something I'd like to keep to myself.
We are still establishing boundaries. There is no need to tell me right away.
Thank you for respecting them. Answers will come in due time.
Lucky for us, I'm not going anywhere.
I sure hope not, prophecy killer. I think that's enough for now. Your patience will be rewarded, Hunter. Just not today.
Good girl, Charlie.
Hey, Hunter. Have you seen Cap around?
Should I be looking for him?
No, this is good. I've been playing pranks on everyone.
Pranks?
You know, jokes. Trying to keep everyone on their toes. Plus, it's fun. I hid Cap's America's #1 dad mug someplace he'll never find it.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, it is. You can even help me with my next target.
Who?
Carol. I was thinking about moving everything in her room just half an inch to the left.
But she will not notice such a small change.
But she will when we do it every day for a week.
Very nice.
Was hoping you'd say that. So long as it's simple and in good fun, I'm gonna keep causing a little mayhem.
Keep it fun.
That's the plan.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Hey, Hunter. Time to work. My This is some of my best work. Later.
Nice to get some fresh air. Time's wasting, Hunter.
A wise choice. I'm curious to test this out.
All right, then.